You're listening to Systemic Error Podcast. The failure was designed.
You need to fire your financial advisor if they suggest putting money in a Trump account, based on an article by Dean Baker. Trump accounts are wealth policy in kid clothes, a branded vehicle for inequality. The source makes a straightforward case. Trump accounts are a worse savings tool than 529 plans for almost everyone because the money is locked up until age 18, cannot be reallocated, and offers little practical advantage over an existing education vehicle that at least allows withdrawals when life goes sideways. It also notes that the tax benefits tilt hard toward higher income households while the financial industry still collects its cut. Who actually benefits? The real power in this story is not with parents trying to save for a child. It is with the political and financial actors who turned a public policy question into a branded private account. The structure is designed to sound generous while concentrating the upside where wealth already exists. Over a quarter of households owe no income tax, another 20% sit in the 10% bracket, and the highest earners save the most. That is not broad-based family policy. It is a subsidy architecture with a child-friendly label. The lock-in is the gimmick. The account's biggest flaw is also its political tell. It removes flexibility from ordinary people while pretending to offer discipline. A 529 can be tapped in an emergency. Even if there's a penalty, a Trump account cannot be touched at all until the child turns 18. That matters because real life is not a spreadsheet. Jobs disappear, medical bills arrive, divorces happen. Any policy that ignores those facts is built for marketing, not for families. Privatization with a smirk. The source is right to point out the financial industry's role here. Even with a fee cap of 0.1%, the model still routes public policy through private administrators and asset managers. That is the modern trick. Take something that should be publicly funded, wrap it in a tax shelter, and call the Dieter innovation. The article's critique of pointless layer of wasteful bureaucracy is not a side note. It is the operating principle, the public option they refused. The clearest alternative in the piece is also the one the political system keeps dodging. Put more public money into public colleges and community colleges. That would be direct, legible, and useful. Instead, the country gets a savings product that favors people who already have money to park, while pretending the problem is parental playing rather than public underinvestment. The source is especially blunt about the absurdity of giving $1,000 to millions of families that do not need it while skipping food and medical care for low-income kids. That is not accidental misallocation. It is hierarchy with a policy glossary. The larger pattern. This is the broader lesson. American politics keeps substituting branded private instruments for public provision, then dressing the result up as help for ordinary people. The weaker actors are told to make the best of a bad product. The stronger actors keep the tax preference, the asset flows, and the political credit. Trump accounts are not a mistake in the system. They are what the system looks like when public responsibility is traded for a logo. You've been listening to Systemic Error. Thanks to Alternet for today's article. With the automated voice of Ryan, thanks for listening.